get some things going for us.
We just got to keep playing and play hard, okay? We take it into the basket. We got to finish it hard, okay? Just keep competing. We'll be all right. Everything that we do, though, we got to do it with pace, all right?
Marv, every time you hear a Phoenix Suns huddle, you're going to hear Alvin Gentry talk about pace, pace. Well, why? Because in the first 12 seconds of the clock tonight, they are 11 of 18. You go into the last 12 seconds, they are 3 of 9. So when the Lakers get their defense set, they're so difficult to score again. That's why Alvin wants to keep that ball moving. And you heard Phil Jackson get to the shooters. They had scored on 8 of 10 possessions. This Laker team is a much, much better defensive team this year. I thought last year they were a better offensive team. This year, they are a premier defensive team.
Goran Dragic at the line, fouled in the act, a 74% free throw shooter during the season. He says when he was 11 years old, he began waking up at 2 in the morning in his native Slovenia to watch NBA games. They were televised live in Slovenia. And then the next day he would find himself nodding. He said he received a different kind of education watching Michael Jordan and Steve Nash and Allen Iverson. And now basketball fans in Slovenia, as Farmar is able to knock it down from three-point land. Now basketball fans in his home country are giving up sleep to watch Goran Dragic. Dragic played by Farmar. 10-point lead for the Lakers. After the slow start, they turned it. Robin Lopez, who just checked back in, gets the hop.
That's found money right there when Lopez is knocking down 15 to 16-foot jump shots. See, Lamar Odom can be very active off of Amundsen, because if you keep him off the boards, that's the only way he's going to score. So Lamar Odom can really be a help defender with this crew on the floor.
Odom gets it right back to Farmar. 5 points for Farmar. Kobe Bryant now defending on Dragic. Barbosa played by Brown with help. Here's Barbosa with the runner. Bynum makes the catch.
And once again, Odom back there to really be able to give help.
Brown unable to find the touch. Suns staying with their bench players. Dragic way off. The save by Amundsen, that's his game. All hustle. Grant Hill has checked in, so Hill back on the floor and draws the foul.
See, the ability, though, for Alvin Gentry to rest Steve Nash. Before, they weren't able to do that, but now with Barbosa and Dragic out together, he has Grant Hill out there to stabilize him. Grant Hill actually was my point guard in Detroit, so he's very capable of running your offense. You could buy a lot of time for Steve Nash so he can be fresh to come in here and finish this half.
Hill fouled by Shannon Brown, and he will shoot 2. TNT brings the engine revving drama of the NASCAR Summer Series to Pocono beginning Sunday, June 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And now Sasha Vujacic off the bench, and he'll check in for the Lakers. And here's it from this crowd. He's back from a severely sprained left ankle. This is his first appearance in this playoff run. He had picked up his play in the final weeks of the regular season after going through a tough period. And he was injured in the final regular season game against the Clippers.
Well, when I was in here for a playoff game against Oklahoma City, he could barely get a shoe on. He was walking in with me as I was coming into the arena. He had a very difficult time walking, so he's put a lot of time and energy in with Gary Vitti, the athletic trainer, to get prepared to be able to play in this series.
Once again, nice move by Odom. He has 13 points.
Well, he's got 13, and Amari Stoudemire's got 7. So once again, they've done a nice job on trying to keep Amari Stoudemire quiet, not letting him dominate in the paint with those dunks and in that screen roll game.
And there's been so much talk about the improved Phoenix defense. That's certainly been the case during the playoffs. Defensive 3 is called on the Lakers, because the Suns are allowing just 95 points per game thus far in the playoffs. But they've given up 50 points here in the first half, and we still have 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Well, I'm sure that Alvin's going to talk about that. Remember, Portland was really a wounded team. San Antonio didn't have the offensive firepower the Lakers do.
Reach higher. And by Sprite, proud partner of the NBA.
Back in Los Angeles, where the Lakers are looking to successfully defend their NBA championship as they look ahead following this series to the possibility of another appearance in the finals. Let's take a look at the Lincoln Drive. Repeat NBA champs since back in 1970. See, the Lakers did it 87 and 88. Pistons did it 2 straight. The Bulls 3 in a row under Phil Jackson. The Rockets of Kenny Smith and a fellow by the name of Hakeem Olajuwon. And then the Bulls with Phil, followed by the Lakers once again. This the defensive 3-second violation technical converted by Grant Hill.
You know, Marv, just a couple numbers. We talked about style of the game, and, you know, the Lakers winning the paint and the Suns the 3. Well, the Lakers are winning the paint 22-8. They're plus 14. They're also winning the 3-point line. They're plus 3 at the 3-point line. That does not bode well for the Phoenix Suns.
Stoudemire is back, as is Richardson, and Amari Stoudemire able to knock it down. Goran Dragic remaining on the floor, but Steve Nash making his way to the scorer's table. 7-point lead for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11. Odom, uncontested.
That was terrible defense by Amari Stoudemire. He was standing up straight. Lamar Odom is a left-handed player. Let him beat him right with the left-handed. You've got to be able to push him to that right hand. 15 points for Odom. He has 12 in the paint.
Shot clock down to 4. Richardson with 1 on the clock. By Artest. Bryant on the hop. Intended for Odom, but broken up. Kick ball.
Take a look at Stoudemire standing up straight. You know, you got to bend your knees. The guy's a left-handed player. You know that. He just drives right around. Amari Stoudemire has been playing better defense than that. And with Odom playing as well as he is, you got to take the challenge. You're going to let Odom come off the bench and hit you with 15, and you got Gasol, you got Bynum, and then you got Kobe Bryant. You're going to be in for a long night. You see he's almost already doubled his playoff average of 7.8 points. He already has 15 here tonight.
Steve Nash has checked back in. Bryant forcing. Rebound hauled down by Lopez. So the Suns are back to their starting line. Slipping it to Stoudemire, who stuffs.
Does not get that many opportunities against the Lakers. They do such a good job of defending the basket, but great dribble penetration that time, and they had to step up to help.
Odom's pass deflected but handled by Bryant. Shot clock to 6. Bryant over Hill. He had to force it. Good job by Grant.
Great defensive possession. He fought him in the post. He fronted him. He deflected it. Got him out to the line. Got a hand in his face. Can't do any better than Grant Hill did on that play.
Nice pass. Lopez from Nash. And Robin Lopez has been a factor despite the fact he has not played since the end of March. 8 points for Lopez. 3 rebounds in his 9 minutes on the floor. A foul is called. It is a reach-in. It was on Lopez. That his first foul. Robin Lopez out of Stanford in his second NBA season. The twin brother of the Nets, Brook Lopez, who had an outstanding rookie year and second season with the New Jersey Nets.
And when you look at the first 2 playoff rounds, the Suns really didn't need him against Portland or the San Antonio Spurs. They needed more of the 3-point shooting of Channing Frye as Artest unloads with a long 2. But they need Lopez's size in this series to battle Gasol and Bynum. We've already seen him get into the paint and score some baskets.
Artest has shot well, 4 of 7, 9 points. Foul is called. It is on Fisher.
The Phoenix Suns, their ability to score, are never out of the game. And Phil Jackson knows that, and that's why he keeps talking to his team about getting defensive stops. I mean, right now the Lakers are shooting the ball so well, over 60%. But the Suns now starting to find their rhythm on the offensive end.
Steve Nash with a career-high 94% at the line during the season. Suns averaged 110 points a game during the regular season, leading the NBA for the 5th time. The last 6 years, they shot 49%. That #1 in the league. We've talked about the three-point shooting, and Doug, since that line was moved back to 23-9, the Suns' 41% from three-point land is the best ever.
Exactly. The 1 year that Charlotte did it, the line had been moved in. So this Phoenix team has been the best ever. And Kobe has under the three. He can post. He can play pick and roll. No weakness in his offensive game.
Stoudemire set up by Nash, not able to convert. Rebounded by Odom. Bryant going at Hill. Rebounded by Richardson. Here's the lead for Hill. Bryant had turned his back. Had the hands up. Hill not able to hit. And a loose ball foul on the Lakers. It's on Odom. Lakers over the foul limit. So once again, the Suns to the line.
Marv, a little flashback here. Shane Battier, when he guards Kobe Bryant, look how he puts his hand right into his face. Well, you know what? A